North Korea has conducted a ballistic missile test for the first time since September. Japan says the missile flew for 50 minutes and came down about 200 kilometers off its coast, but didn't pass over Japanese territory. RT's Ilya Petrenko reports from Seoul.
There was about 2 months of relative calm when it comes to the test activity of Pyongyang. And then there you have it. It came well into the night while Koreans on both the north and the south were asleep. And then we found out about this latest missile launch by Kim Jong-un. And that is after the relative calm of October and November. American and Japanese military radars were quick to register the 1,000-kilometer-long flight of the North Korean missile, which ended somewhere in the Japanese Sea, to be more precise, somewhere where Japan has its exclusive economic waters. And I'll be putting it really mildly if I say that this puts governments in the region on high alert. Japan immediately summoned a cabinet crisis team. South Korea, its military responded with a precision strike military exercise. And Donald Trump found out about all this while he was meeting fellow Republican Party members, and he had to address the launch very quickly. He said the U.S. will have to take care of it right away.
A missile was launched a little while ago from North Korea. I will only tell you that we will take care of it. We have General Mattis in the room with us, and we've had a long discussion on it. It is a situation that we will handle.
The U.S. President Donald Trump and the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe have been on the phone. During this conversation, they reaffirmed their commitment to counter North Korea after the recent missile test that impacted within Japan's exclusive economic zone. As I was saying, the UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting on North Korea's latest missile launch. Italy chairs the council, and its spokesperson says the Wednesday afternoon meeting was requested by Japan, the U.S., and South Korea. The Security Council has already imposed its toughest ever sanctions on Kim Jong-un's government in response to its escalating nuclear and ballistic missile programs, and the U.S. and Japan are likely to seek even stronger measures. But what is really important here, maybe even more important than the launch, is the actual response. There are two ways to treat the North Korean crisis. There is an international consensus that the nuclear and ballistic missile launches are illegal, but what can make Kim Jong-un stop? More military drills, more pressure on North Korea, or a different kind of approach that is suggested by China and Russia? That is step-by-step concessions and the reduction of military presence and the flexing of military muscles here in the region. So very soon we will see what is going to prevail here.
Brian Becker from the Anti-War Answer Coalition told us that all sides involved in the standoff need to negotiate.
The last time the United States engaged on the Korean Peninsula, 4 million Koreans died, 38,000 Americans died. This is madness. The United States needs to enter into serious negotiations with North Korea and end the hostility. The U.S. Pentagon put such extreme pressure on South Korea and ratcheted up the rhetoric against North Korea, and then North Korea responding carried out numerous military tests, including the test of a hydrogen bomb. That put the South Korean government in a corner, so they've used harsh rhetoric. But I think the Moon Jae-in government still has the opportunity to reach back to Pyongyang and do what I think all the Koreans in the North, in the South, and overseas Koreans, and all the people who want peace want, which is negotiations, not a new catastrophic war.